Some time ago I made a video about the SmallRig RF10 and I actually ended up liking that light more than I expected. Not because it replaces a proper video light, but because it is really useful for creating mood as a background light, an accent light or a small hair light when you just want a little bit of separation. This one, the RF05B, is in a similar category, but I do not think it is trying to do exactly the same thing. It does not have the same amount of output, and I would not buy this as my main practical light.
And after using it for the B-roll, that became even more obvious. This is a low output light, so it works best in control situations where it is not competing with daylight, room lights, or stronger LED.
But what it does have is more control. You get a zoomable beam, a narrow spotlight attachment, barn doors, color filters, gobos, and a diffuser. You can also change Kelvin directly on the light, which you cannot do on the RF10. So it feels less like a normal pocket light and more like a tiny creative effects kit. The important thing to understand is that this is not really a light I would use to brighten a whole room or as my main talking headlight as I'm using right now, because it is way too small and too specific for this. But if you shoot small scenes, product shots, tabletop B-roll, miniatures, or you just want to add texture and shape to a background, then it starts to make more sense. It is not a practical light first, it is a creative effects light first. I see it as something you would use when you want more control over the look. The zoomable beam itself is not unique compared to the RF10, so I would not oversell that as a big difference. But I will say that it can get way more narrow, which can be really useful on small objects. You can go from a wider glow to a much tighter, more concentrated spot, which means you can decide very clearly where the viewer should look.
But the important thing is that this only really works if the light is close to the subject. If you move it too far away, the effects get weak quickly, and if you want to avoid spill sometimes, the light has to be so close that you need to carefully hide it outside the frame.
The barn doors are useful because they stop the light from going everywhere. Instead of just adding light to the scene, you can cut it, shape it, and make it more deliberate. And make it more deliberate. This is where it starts feeling less like a pocket light and more like a tiny lighting tool. The RF10 is still useful for color because it is a 4-chip light. You get red, white, blue and orange light built in it. But when it comes to color temperature, the RF05B gives you more control because you can change the Kelvin directly on the light. So if you just want the light warmer or cooler, the RF05B is more flexible. Where it becomes more limited is with actual colored light. For that you need physical color filters.
You can use the color filters together with other attachments, but you cannot combine everything. For example, you have to choose between the snoot, the gobo, the barn doors or the diffuser. So the color can be added, but the main shaping accessory is still a choice. Also, the blue filter is really not that blue. So the light is not really an RGB light, but more a RGB not so blue light. The trade-off is that every attachment also takes away some light. So the more you shape or modify the beam, the more you need to keep the light close and work in a controlled setup. There is a boost mode and it gives you a little extra, but it does not suddenly turn this into a powerful light.
That makes the RF05B less useful as a simple background color light compared to the RF10. The RF10 is better when you just want fast, colored mood in the background. The RF05B is better when you want control shape, texture, or a more specific effect. When it comes to these lights, the gobos are probably the most fun, but they also show one of the limitations.
Some of the gobos are more useful than others. The window style patterns make the most sense to me because they create a believable background texture.
But SmallRig also includes some more playful patterns like spaced theme gobos, as you see behind me. And those feel more like an old school projector effect, which is kind of funny. And it's a way to create a different kind of background than the classic window shadow. But it is definitely not something I would use for every shot.
I do wish there were a few more practical patterns included.
So again, this is not really about making the RF05B more powerful. It is about giving you another small creative effect when a scene needs a bit more texture or character. The diffuser is also interesting because it basically does the opposite of the other accessories. Most of the attachments are about making the light more controlled, more focused, or more shaped. The diffuser spreads the light out and makes it softer. Would I use this as my main key light? No. It is still a very small light source, so I would not expect it to replace a proper video light or softbox. But in a small space, or if the light is close to a subject, the diffuser can be useful when you want something a bit more flattering and less harsh. So this is not the accessory that makes the RF05B more dramatic, it is the one that makes it a little more practical. So instead of thinking of this as my main light, I think it makes more sense as the final layer. Build the basic mood first, and then the RF05B adds shape, texture or focus. And here is a simple example. This is the scene with normal room light. It works, but there's nothing really guiding your eye. If I add the RF10, I can create some atmosphere in the background, but then if I add the RF05B, I can start shaping the light more deliberately. Used alone, this light is definitely niche. And I guess it is only your creativity that will limit you when you're using this kind of light. So compared to the RF10, I do not think the RF05B is the better all-around light. If you just want one small light to create mood in the background, I would probably still go with the RF10. It has more output, it is easier to use, and it is more flexible as a general mood light. But if you already have some lights, or you like making small product shots, miniature scenes, tabletop B-roll or more stylized visuals, the RF05B gives you more creative control. It is more niche, but it is also more interesting. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found some inspiration or at least found the information useful. If you did, please leave a like and a subscribe. It really helps me quite a lot and it doesn't cost you a dime. And all there is left to say now is take care guys, and I will see you around.
I'm the biggest in the game, I'm the one they talk about. Everybody know my name, my resume is loud.
Gik sgu da meget godt.